to another gun safety lesson. I had a wonderful question today. There is no such thing as a dumb question. I had a great question from a veteran caregiver who asked me simply, Heidi, what is the difference between a semi-automatic and a revolver? Great question. We're going to look at that right now. So here is the difference between a semi-automatic. This is a Beretta Wilson Combat 92G. This is a semi-automatic weapon. These two are revolvers. This is a Smith & Wesson 357 Magnum. This is not what we in Florida call a pimple popper. Pimple popper or a smaller caliber gun, 22 caliber 9mm. Not really an accurate statement, but just with the idea being when you are firing a 357 round from a 357 revolver, you have a large bullet coming out of that barrel. So with that said, Smith & Wesson 357, this is a Kel-Tec 357. These are both revolvers. If you're familiar with the old Western movies, all of the technology in the 19th century preceding, for the most part, was revolver. So that said, let's do our gun safety checkup. So we see the gun is pointed in a safe direction. We're going to treat the gun as though it is always loaded. All right, with that said, we see the two extra clips on this. They're empty. We're going to eject the magazine on this. There, we're going to depress that magazine release button. Oh, we see the magazine is empty here, but is the gun really unloaded? No, it is not. There it is. There's your chambered round. So, you know, I'm going to let you look up on reliable sources the difference between a semi-automatic and a revolver, but just in layman's terms, these videos are intended for veteran caregivers who are interested in the safe storage of loaded weapons. I'm not focusing on marksmanship. I am here to give you a resource for unloading, safely storing weapons and ammunition. So we see with this, we can look down the barrel, the gun is pointed in a safe direction, this gun is completely unloaded. Had we not known to check for the chambered round by racking the slide and ejecting the chambered round, a child or an innocent person could have just been in horseplay mode and killed themselves or someone else. So again, let's check how we rack the slide. The Wilson Combat 92G Beretta is a wonderful model. It's got this feature to close the slide. Again, to rack the slide, hold the gun safely, never placing the finger in the trigger guard. Rack the slide. I put the thumb on the serrated part of the grip, my forefinger on the other side. Make an explosive action back toward your body. While doing that, you press the slide lock with your right thumb, or reverse it if you're right-handed. All right, 1, 2, 3. There it is. See, so we'll practice that again. Let's load this into this clip. We cant the gun. See how that's loaded? And you see how when you depress that magazine release, you think, oh, the magazine is empty. And if you didn't know better, you would think the gun was unloaded, but we know better now. So we're going to rack the slide. We're going to eject that chambered round, put it away. Put it away. My first words, put it away. Okay, moving right along to revolvers. Here is the Smith & Wesson 357 Magnum. Revolver is a pleasing weapon. It's a very clean design. And we say, as a general rule, you'll have this will be the barrel release. We just release it like so. Of course, always pointing it in a safe direction. And if we depress this, there we go. Gun is unloaded. There's the ammunition. Put it away. There you go. All right, moving right along to this beautiful 357. This is a Kimber. All right, barrel release right here. There we go. She's empty. All right, and we had a little lighthearted comment about safe storage of ammunition as it regards to a desiccant that we call silica gel packets. You see these in any type of like a vitamin bottle, like a box of brand new shoes, electronic equipment. Don't throw these away. These really make for safe storage of ammunition. You always want to store the weapons and the ammunition safely, preferably in a gun safe that is locked. And just as a side, if you have a defensive weapon that is loaded, if it's not on your person, you simply don't have control over it. That's the end of the debate. I have no other comment on that. It's just that simple. If you think you need 50 loaded weapons in your home that are not secured for defense, chances are, if you're not in a war zone, you're smoking too much pot, okay? I'm going to tell you that right now. The main thing, if you have loaded weapons that are not secured, you need to store the ammunition separately from the gun, store the guns unloaded in a locked gun safe, and store the ammunition in a full ammo can that's got a rubber grip, or you can even use a plastic food storage container. Put the silica gel packets in there. Store it safely. It's not wrong to have a defense weapon, but as the state of Massachusetts mentions in the front of every gun manual, when gun safety procedures are discussed, at the front of that manual, over 200,000 guns a year are stolen in America. It could tell you a number of deaths that could be prevented by gun safety, not the least of which is not the Townville, South Carolina school shooting that claimed the life of little Jacob a few years ago. Truly heartbreaking. The child that killed him had a loaded AR-15. Parents should have never left that out. So this is a resource for veteran caregivers. This has been another gun safety video. Give me your questions. I really welcome the opportunity to work with you. Thank you so much for listening. Vet Safe, super cozy.